in life, most people will never get started because they're afraid of the what if. What if I fail? What happens if they make fun of me? What happens if they judge me? What happens if? When you fail, that's when you learn what you're made of. But when you succeed, you learn what you're capable of. And that's the what if that you should be chasing. And I think, unfortunately, in life, we're told to what if we lose? What if you win? What happens if you decide to make this decision, this one decision that could catapult your life into becoming what it's meant to be? What happens if you come out and you've learned to develop the discipline that it takes to be the best version of yourself? What happens if you succeed and you understand what you're capable of versus what you thought you were never capable of? What happens if you start to live the life that you want to live?
It takes courage to start, and it takes courage and discipline and commitment to stay. But on the other end of that, you're going to completely shed the person that you've been wanting to get rid of. You're going to evolve to newly born person.
The decision shouldn't be what happens if you fail because they're going to make fun of you. The decision you should be making is what happens when I win? What is the life going to look like that I should be living?
At the end of our lives, I don't know whether or not you're going to live, but I know for sure you're going to die. And I don't know whether or not you're going to live before you die. Most of us are not living because we're so worried about what everybody thinks about us, or maybe what we don't feel about ourselves. Let me say something to you real clear. If you spend the rest of your life worrying about what everybody thinks about you, someday you'll never have to worry about it again, because when you die, nobody will remember you were here.
You don't need their permission, but you do need yours. You do need to look at yourself and declare who you are, and you need to believe it. There is an emotional system that lies within you guys. And every setback, and every trial, and every tribulation, when we leave this room today, I want you to put some energy on it. And every time you go through an obstacle, every time you go through a trial, every time you go through a setback, I want you to say, I am, therefore it is.
Our obsessions become our possessions. What you obsess about most regularly, you will eventually possess in your life. We obsess on the things we're fearful of, what we don't have, what we're worried about. And then we end up possessing those things over and over again, rather than programming ourselves to become obsessed with what we want, what our dreams are, what we believe we deserve. When we become obsessed about those things, long term, we end up possessing those things. The next best version requires intention, requires obsession, requires desperation.